lost 75 pounds, I'm under 10% body fat, and I lift less than 30 minutes a day. I'm Dr. Jon Go, I'm an ophthalmologist here in LA, and I help busy professionals lose fat with systems they can actually run on a real schedule. For years, I thought the answer was longer workouts, but longer workouts created worse recovery. By the end, you'll know why 3 focused hours beats 6 and my 2 weekly lifting templates. Point number 1, more volume isn't more results. At the end of the day, lifting is a signal. You need enough hard sets to keep or build muscle. But past a certain point, more work starts competing with recovery. Hypertrophy research points to roughly 10 to 20 quality sets per muscle per week as the productive zone for many lifters. My personal lifting programming is built on short sessions that fit into my life that I could repeat. This part is super important. A perfect lifting plan you can only run for 10 days isn't a system. A slightly less demanding plan you can repeat for months or years is. Think of lifting like your morning cup of coffee. Too little and you don't feel anything, just enough and you're feeling the effects of the caffeine, but too much and you get jittery from all the side effects. The first rule is simple. Get the quality work in, then stop trying to win extra credit with junk volume. The second rule is what makes those 3 hours work. Point number 2, hit each compound movement twice weekly. People argue about workout splits like it's going to completely transform their physique. Push-pull legs, upper lower, full body, those can all work or fail. The rule that matters is simpler. Train each major muscle movement pattern twice per week. Squat, hinge, push, pull. If those 2 patterns get 2 quality workouts in a week, the split label matters far less. My real practice is essentially push-pull legs twice a week, alternating vertical and horizontal, and squat hinge patterns. My workouts are always less than 30 minutes a session. I'll link my other videos on training for more of a deep dive. But you don't have to copy my calendar. You can hit this rule in 3 longer days. You can hit it in 6 shorter days. That's just logistics. The body cares about the signal. Your schedule cares about the container. For me, the best container is short and frequent, which leads to the third rule. Daily 30 minutes beats weekly 90 minutes. For busy people, short and frequent often beats long and rare because 30 minutes is harder to skip than 90. And there are 3 reasons that matters. First, no single session crushes you. Second, your daily movement stays higher. Long sessions make you sit more, move less, and act like you already paid your movement tax. Third, adherence improves. A 30-minute workout can fit between real responsibilities. A 90-minute workout needs more planning around it. I personally do 30 minutes of lifting plus 20 to 30 minutes of zone 2 on most days. That's less than 3 hours of lifting per week and about 3 hours of zone 2 per week. More days, but less per day. Here's the framework for the 3-hour lifting week. Path A is to use a classic 3-day version. Use this if you don't have a home gym or you want some gym-only days. Day number 1 is upper body, push and pull. Day number 2 is lower body, squat and hinge. And day number 3 is full body, push, pull, squat, hinge. Each workout is about 60 minutes each, which amounts to about 3 hours total weekly. Path B is the short and daily version. 6 days, 30 minutes of lifting, push-pull legs, alternating vertical, horizontal, push-pull. In general, 20 to 30 minutes of zone 2 on most days. That's about 3 hours of lifting plus about 3 hours of zone 2. Both paths work because they follow the same rule. Enough volume, compound exercises twice per week, and recovery enough to repeat. So, if you're trying to get lean, don't ask, how much lifting can I survive? But instead, ask, what's the least amount of lifting I can do to optimally build muscle, recover from, and repeat? For me, that answer is about 3 focused hours per week, enough to keep the muscle growth signal high, but not so much that it crushes my steps, recovery, or hunger. And that's the whole system. Lift hard enough to keep the muscle, walk enough to support the deficit, recover well enough to repeat it next week. That's how you build a fat loss system for real life. Not the best week of your life, your normal week. If you want the full fat loss framework behind all this, watch this video here.